Good day, you good dunce. How are you? Thank you for contributing, Oki. Don't worry, the body is here. There we go. What is that at anyway? It's at 9%. If more people don't contribute, we're not going to hit it. All right. What up, Mark? Coming soon to a theater near you. Your body is a little slim. It is. It's very, very slim. And I'm also just noticing. Much better. Half mil is a lot when is the deadline? Deadline's like 19 days away, but it's $2,000 per person per stream, not per day, per stream. And we need an average of 12 people per, like, to give 2,000 every stream. So, yeah. Something tried to no clip into the scene. I know, right? And look at this. These things keep disconnecting. Like some of them are hitting like 100 milliseconds. Not liking it. It's very, very concerning. Because it means the movement's going to be a bit jumpy. Yeah. Some of it, at least. Do you have feet? I do have feet. I do indeed have feet. Let's start off with this. I was doing some updates and stuff to the game over my break anyway. So I'm already ahead of where I need to be. Oh, whoops. Got the starting soon screen still visible. Whoops. That's not good. That's not good either. Oof. Oof. Thank goodness. Now I can castle either direction. But you can't. I'm still still going to get rid of you. Just because I don't like it. Yeah, this way too. Giving handicap so early in the morning. I know, right?
That would be a funny screen. Starting soon screen for the entire stream. If someone says something, acknowledge it, but don't take it away. Hee hee.
Acknowledge it, but don't take it away. Not sure I'd be down with that. Yeah. Can't do shit about it. If you take there, I'll go there. Cool. Lovely. Let's move you there. And that's not gonna... Mm-hmm. I've definitely... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've definitely lost that. Yep. Definitely lost that one. Oh, what are we fixing? That's right, we have to fix this. Player can pack away furniture that has no stock on it. We don't want that to happen. Unlock the full flower badge. Nice. Bloom badge level 4. Damn. I thought there was only one bloom badge. We need display. Pack away. I don't want pack away to be able to execute or even be displayed. So turn interacts if Later. No. If character. Oh, you're curious? How are we? If character shelves have stock, you can go interacts. No. Append array interactions, and if doesn't have any, where did it go away? Where's our display here? Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more of this stuff during my break as well. Give me some more time to chat when I'm here. I had to go home early yesterday. I was not feeling too good. Pills and sleep seem to have brought me back to my neutral state. Pills? Pills don't sound good. Hopefully you're not feeling too bad. Just like headaches and stuff. Gotta drink more water. More water. Pack away. Ah. Actually, I see. If shelves have stock, ah. Okay. Okay, I know what we can do. Actually, no. I think I can just do can browse. Stocked shelves. Because that's going to basically tell me if there's anything on the shelves. If can browse. If not, can browse. Because we don't want to append that interact, which is pack away, if there's stock on the shelves. And I think that's what our main issue was. If I go display double, yeah, it doesn't have a get interaction override. So when I was doing this, shelves is not every shelf. It's only the front shelves. That'll work. If sleep XE is equals more than 9 hours, then brain XE equals good, right? No. Depends on the quality of sleep. Also, if you sleep for more than 8-ish hours, it could make you feel tired during the day. It's very counterintuitive. But, yeah. How we doing, Ray? What's going on? Sleep does not equal quality. I would argue there is quality of sleep. Yeah. Like, I've had a bad night's sleep before. I know there's qualities of sleep. Everything's good? How are you? I'm doing well, thanks, Ray. Thank you for asking. It's going to have a time tonight, isn't it? Alright, so that should prevent any shelves. Did I didn't move chat. How can I not move chat? Ridiculous. Okay, so I can put you away. Grab you. Now I can't. Now I can. Good night, I love you. Good night, you get done. Sweet. Ooh. Okay. This is why we test. All right. Was that square display? Right here. Way. All of those are set up. We have a look here. Can browse. Shelves all. Stocked shelves, shelves all. Ah. Why? Shelves left. This is actually going to be silly. I think I can just take this. Stocked item size greater than 0. And excludes does not have that line item. A 4K hot sauce. Before you go, wheel. There. %, fair, Okie. I deserve it. Okay. Thank you very much, Okie. Tasty. Should I actually just return? Shelves any? Okie dokie. Dex, how are we? What can I say? I just press buttons around here. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good way to be. Come on, y'all. Let's hit that 24-hour stream. I know you can do it. I know you can. You just gotta give more points. Still no pink jersey. Still none of the worst color. Thank you, Curious. Thank you very much. I reckon if we have about 13 people donate 2,000 every stream, we will hit the goal. Maybe 14 people. But I think so far we're sitting at like 5, 6 people on average. Okay, so if we do this, shelves any, function shelf interactable pool, this returns cooldown on color 60 seconds. The 60-second cooldown, so that if someone does a typo or something, they don't have to wait like an hour for it. Still doesn't exist. Shelf stocked item size greater than 0 and excludes does not have shelf item data line item. That's what it's supposed to be. So if I copy that, and I get rid of those two, because that's just doing an any. So it's going to return true if any of them have stocked items and are not in the exclude array. Yeah. Why am I red now? Have you given me a hotter hot sauce? I don't think so. I don't think you have. No. Red's not a shade. Red is a primary color. Red is one of the 3 primary colors that all other colors mix together, like mix with to be a thing. Different amounts of blue and green mix with red. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. Now I think I don't think I need to do the same thing with you. I probably should do the same thing. Yeah. Hydrate! I can do that for you, Ty. Primary colors are subjective? Nah. They're not subjective. If you think primary colors are subjective, you are colorblind.
You can get red by mixing magenta and yellow.
But what do you get magenta from? Show me a light wave that is a pure magenta and not a combination of red and blue. Yeah. CMYK printing. Yeah, but those inks need to be created first. Like, those inks don't naturally occur as those colors. Not without 2 other things mixing together. Duh. Every animal sees colors differently. So for some, pink might be the most primary color. No. I'm sorry, but having underdeveloped eyes does not change physics. Thank you for making me multicolor, Ty. Much appreciated. Okay, so got that fixed up. Let's commit that. Fixed. What was it? Fixed the fixed packing away furniture that have items stocked. Easy. Last I was here, you were just a floating head, so I had to try it once. That's fair. That's fair. I am still just a floating head. I just now have a mech that my projection connects onto. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like you just don't like pink. That's correct. I don't like pink because you keep pushing pink. So it's not that I don't like it, it's that I'm just doing it to annoy you. That's it. that's the limit. I got some reference images as well. We go to here. So I've got some references for Dr. Roxo, so that when I create the Dr. Roxo 3D model to have the body here. Thank you for contributing, Mike. I've got enough references to create like the body and the jumpsuit and stuff like that. Yeah. And I've also got Master Roshi references. So I've got normal Master Roshi. I got a couple different views, and then him just stand there in casual clothes, sort of thing. Thanks for the lurk there, Oki. And then I've got Master Roshi powered up, like looking all beefy and whatnot. So that way, as interactions happen, the Master Roshi model goes from this to this. Like, yep. I need to clear that out. I need to clear the cache. I'm gonna do that right now. I think it's Pakesh. Huh? That should have been correct. There we go. 2.85 gig. What if I just do K? Okay, so there's not. Okay. That still hasn't saved, like, given me a lot of space back here. Anyway, at least it's not red anymore. Let's give me a little bit of space back. So that's done. No, let's keep testing. I've got neighbors across the street, and they're in construction, and they have a 4-wheel drive. For some reason, they decided to give their 4-wheel drive a truck backing up beep. Very annoying. It's fucking you. It's a ute. You're not a truck. Just... That's right. Let's test out the blowers. I got the blowers fixed up before. Ooh, I need to set up that tire to be... Ooh, actually, no, I don't. I don't need the tire to change for that, because why would the tire be changed for them? Why would... They're not holding the tire. Let's get these. I don't have them yet. But I did test them all before, and they were all working perfectly, so... So I think what I need to do is not just lay them down, but also rotate them 90. You're the same. Candy dispensers. Nice. I am looking forward to the rendering performance improvement for this. Using the rendering server for when I put them on the shelf. It'll be very handy. Sammy, thank you for contributing. I know it's very early for you. That raises the question, what are you doing up so late? Or early? Excellent. Get those there. So much. So you know what my favorite character name is? It's 9 a.m. What do you mean late? And for Sammy, it's like 3 a.m. My favorite character name in any TV show is Bob Lob Law. Bob Lob Law. From Arrested Development. He's like, do you need a lawyer that tells you what you need to know directly with no doublespeak? You need blah blah blah. It's that type of comedy that makes Arrested Development amazing. What'll be next? That's right, the creator bobble kits. Okay, so these things here. Ooh, we don't have a costume fact checker or a costume electro. That's gonna be interesting. Create a bubble, agree to disagree. Repair kit, bubble wrap. Where's battle bubbles? Next time you ride on a roller coaster, take some spare bolts with you. And just as it starts to move, tap the person in front of you and say, "These just fell out of your seat." I'm pretty sure you can get sued for that. So it is a joke. It's a joke. Mike's not saying to actually go and do that. All right. If you do that, you can probably get sued for like emotional distress. Where are the battle bubbles? Battle bubbles medium. Battle bubbles. Battle bubbles. Oops. There we go. Can't sue for psychological trauma, right? I mean, it depends on how you do it. Like, a little funny prank, like walking up to someone and, like, throwing a fake spider on them. Sure, you're not going to get done for that. But if you were walking down the street and you pulled a fake gun on someone, you can get sued for that. Because yes, you pulled a fake gun on them, and yes, it's supposed to be a prank. But that's very, very different. You'd be able to sue for emotional distress over that. I would think. At the very least, the police are going to arrest you. But isn't it all forgiven if you say it's a prank at the end? Unfortunately not. I think that there is the piece of information that the prank YouTubers and stuff are missing. They don't have that little bit of information. How much are we selling this for? $35 a piece. $35 a piece. Bobble Trap is 28. Battle Bobbles can be 33. Nope. Yeah. 6 of them in a medium box at 35 a piece. So we're at 210. So we'll go 175. Duplicate that. Small. And that's going to be 87.5. All right. Yep. Excellent. And then there you go. Shit. Fact Checker and Electro. Halloween costume. Electro. Tooth Burstable Double. This one here. Electro. Fact checker we can probably... Muito popular. I'm very interested in that. How the hell Godobble, double B, is Godobble, but single B that's not what they put there. Oops. That's very interesting. How many languages do you plan to add? So currently we have Arabic, German, Brazilian, Portuguese, Korean, and Turkish. If the game's popular enough, we will add like French, Italian, Japanese, Ukraine, Russian, Polish, Spanish, or like traditional Chinese, all this type of stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just taking that for you. Fact checker was above Electro. God damn it. Sweet. Korean's easier than I thought. There, okay. So now we need fact checker for you. And these are the easy things that I can like update myself. There's some more complicated things that I'm gonna need done. Brazilian Portuguese. There's some more complicated stuff that I'm going to need done by actual speakers. Version of Linux am I using? You've been on Cinnamon. I'm using Hyperland with Arch. English, Mandarin, Spanish, French, and Arabic are my main languages. I exclude Indian ones as they speak English well anyway. We were going by Steam player base some. So I've found that Turkish players really love simulators, like shop simulators and stuff like that. From what I've found. Also, Brazilian Portuguese is a very large player base. And also, Germans love simulator games as well. Korean I have added because I don't know how these games go in the Korean, Japanese, Chinese markets. But Koreans aren't going to see the game on Steam if it doesn't have Korean localization, because they will have, like, their search will have selected show games that are in Korean. You know? So there's stuff like that that factors into it as well. Literally setting it all up though, right? I mean, not really. Like, I went for the default stuff of Hyperland, and really all I've done is colored the borders here and changed the gap difference, as well as the transition. The transition there I've adjusted slightly. Other than that, it's all pretty much stock Hyperland. This here is Waybar, which is an add-on. Like, it's a library, a package that you can get for Hyperland that gives you this taskbar, and this is just styling stuff as well. There. And then, what was it? Wofi? Wofi is this, which, again, all I've done here is just styled it. I haven't changed any of the logic or anything for it. Can you get into a tech or coding job without attending university? These days, yes. What you would want to do if you don't want to go through university, create a portfolio of projects that you have made. So one good way to do it is create a website which acts as your resume. Have an about you page which goes through who you are, what you do for fun, why you got into coding and tech and all that kind of stuff. And then you have another page which is like a portfolio page, and it has links to your GitHub pages of things that you've made. If you've created a tool and you've put it on itch, for example, for people to download, then you can give them a link to the itch page so they can go to the itch page, download it, see what it's like. Yeah. Because that way, like, they don't care. The reason why university was big previously was because that showed that you had an understanding of the material, an understanding of the job and what you needed to do. You don't need that anymore, because you can get all the information of what you need to do and stuff offline and make stuff with that information. University also showed you showed up daily to get the results. That's true. These days you don't need to show up daily because of a lot of work from home stuff. But that's where things like the GitHub tracker stuff comes in, where it shows how often you've committed stuff to the repos and whatnot, they'll be able to see, you know, how often you, like, how active you've been and stuff like that. No worries, Jarrett. Anytime. Any that. Ow. That was a poorly timed hiccup. Thank you for the follow too. Much appreciated. Fantastic gedunt. Oh, and there's actually a K. Fucked chuk. Look at a chuk. Okay. Faktenprüfer. It's a Faktenprüfer. There we go. Okay. And then small, battle balls, medium. Bam! I was going to go to university for finance, but it's really expensive. Lifelong debt, and I'm not passionate for it at all. Fair. Fair. I'm glad my laptops get so hot. Cozy warm air blows on my hands. It's so nice. Wait, your laptop exhausts hot air up at you? Or usually it exhausts it out to the side. And your hand would be on the keyboard. PC users can't relate. Dude, look in the top corner over somewhere. Look at that. 74 degrees Celsius is what my CPU is currently running at. Can always defer my place and look into coding over that year. That's fair. To the side on my hand. That's using the mouse. While the keyboard is here too. Oh, so you've got an external mouse plugged in. You're not using the trackpad. Right. Smarty pants. Smarty pants. The trackpads suck. I don't remember the last time I used a laptop with the trackpad. I've always plugged in a mouse. It's just... They just suck. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do. Lower. My wireless mouse comes with me everywhere. Yeah. Yep. At first I was confused if the keyboard is supposed to get warm. But now when it's stormy season, it's such a saver. That's actually something I'm going to be doing on Saturday. So, not tomorrow. I'm going to stream tomorrow for both streams. But I'm going to take Saturday morning off. And then I've got a bunch of these, like a bunch of this stuff. It's got like 40 thermal paste remover wipes in it. They're like isopropyl alcohol wipes. So I'm going to take off my CPU cooler and I'm going to clean the top of the CPU, get rid of all the thermal paste on there, and I'm going to reapply the thermal paste and see what happens. Might never get to over 45 degrees C. I've noticed that it's only when it's running web browsers. Like when it's like doing Twitch streams or YouTube videos, stuff like that, it spikes to like 55, 60 degrees Celsius. And then add on top of that I've got Godot running, and I've got 9 Firefox windows with my overlay, with Slime VR tracking, with NeoVim and Obsidian, and Discord, and OBS and Spotify. It's doing a lot. Like, my CPU is doing a lot. Mine never gets over 45 degrees C. Chassis temperature, mine's 39. But yeah, that's not chassis temperature. That's like 76 degrees Celsius is my CPU temperature. Like, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna take the CPU fan off on Saturday morning, and I'm going to like redo the thermal paste and see if that makes an improvement. Because I agree, it probably shouldn't be getting that hot. Yeah, laptop would be cooking. Can't get the air out fast enough? Yeah. I think that's why I prefer to go full towers. Like, full towers are just better. We got ads playing, so I'm going to take a short little chess break. Lose another game of chess because I'm on that bi-monthly chess losing streak. My CPU is at 65 degrees now, while the GPU is at 60. I don't know what the GPU's at. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's easy to deal with. Shit. Forgot about that. Yep. I'm fucked. I'm just gonna resign that. See what I mean? Like, these people at this level are playing better than people that I've played at the 800 level. So, I don't think these players are actual players, and if they are actual players, I think they're professionals that are, like, practicing with dummy accounts. Let's see. You go there. With Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 Pro for the new build. Mm-hmm. What I thought. Go away. Let's see. I'm going to start pushing these up. Nope. Not happening. It's not going to work. It's not going to work the way you want it to. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I've lost that too. See what I mean? Like, I don't know how these people at this level are playing better than the people I played at the 800 level. Love the mustache. Thank you very much. It's a good mustache. It does me well. It's a very good mustache. Because it is my mustache. I'm still doing that. That didn't really do anything. Go there. That's almost at a point a young infant could do pull-ups on it. Go on. Mm-hmm. This is someone that's actually rated 700. Playing another one after this, or are you back to work? I'll only be playing another one after this if someone redeems. There we go. Those two are defending each other and blocking that pawn from going anywhere. So. There we go. Alright. Good stuff. That was someone actually rated that. Are there Smurfs in this game? In chess? No, there's no... Like, Smurfs are not... Smurfs are from a cartoon. Yeah. Yeah. Since I saw you, I don't miss Windows. It's great, isn't it? Have you seen the latest LTT video, Mark? Has anyone seen the latest LTT video about Linux? Like, all three of them this year were like, I'm going to at least be dual booting so that games that I want to play that don't work on Linux because of kernel level anti-cheat, I can still play. That's the only reason I'm going to be using Windows. And they had the same mentality that I have, which is I'm going to blame the devs when they implement kernel level anti-cheat and prevent games working on Linux, because that's a choice they made. They chose to do that. So I'm going to blame the devs. Next break, if I'm active, I'll have a game. Sure thing. I've not played in a while, so I've lost my last few games. You'll beat me. Don't worry about it. You'll beat me. Yeah, every single one of them. Every single one of the people at Linus Tech Tips that did the challenge was like, yep. Moving away from Windows because, my God, there are things that don't work quite the way we want them to, but that's fine because it's still a better experience than the current Windows experience. It's like, yes. Thank you. This is what we've been saying. The fact there is a highway to hell and only a stairway to heaven says a lot about anticipated traffic numbers. That does have the box rotation. Ah, that's why I only have the box rotation applied to you. All right, Wix. There's always WSL2, so you don't need to dual boot. WSL2 is Linux running in a virtual machine. So it's going to run slower than an installed version of Linux because it has to go through that virtual layer first. Plus, you're still not going to be able to do things. Like, you're not going to be able to do... Like, you won't be able to run your window manager of choice and have all of the visual, like, graphic experience of Linux. Like, you're not going to run Hyperland through WSL2 on Windows. Yeah. there's a lot more to Linux than just having a Linux distro run in a virtual machine. A lot more. So I need to... Not you. These. I'm gonna have to check that. Those boxes are quite big. So I think I'm gonna need... If I get rid of that... I could just scale them down. Is that what I want, though? Yeah, what I'm going to do... We're going to do that. Go into our delivery box. Where is it? There it is. Back item. Here's the positioning. So for the positioning, we want to check if is equal box. New rotation Y and snap def file 2. Absolute. So that's the straight up rotated that way or that way. We now need to go new pos X needs to add child collision shape size X multiplied by a half. Because it needs to shift. Not X, actually. Z. Not necessarily the Z, though. It's not necessarily the Z. Um, yeah. No, it wouldn't be the Y there. Because this would be it's laying flat. So you've now got the Y. Rotate that way, so you've now got the Y. Doing it with this rotation involved really sucks. Because just having the 2 rotations is making it so that I now need to... Because I now need it to... If it's rotated 90 degrees on the X and rotated 90 degrees on the Y, it's no longer the height that we want to shift it by. It's now the X that we want to shift it by. We're going to do that. That's going to be X, that's going to be Y. Otherwise, that's going to be Y. And then down here, if it is 0, we're going to go... if it's rotated on the Y, it needs to be the X. Right, that's adjusting the height of it. Hang on. I'm not sure that will work by combining it like that. If Because it prevents me from running this check multiple times. What's it complaining about? Ah, of course. So this here is X rotated. Then this one will be is Y rotated. If it's not rotated on the X, and so I can just do else. Hey, thank you for the follow there. I completely misread that username for a second, and I was like, oh. This is just Sprite, okay? There's no alcohol in here. That's not what's causing me to misread things. If is Y rotated, then what we need to do is the new pos X. So it's not X rotated, it's not rotated on the X. So it's not laying flat, it's standing upright, but it is rotated on the Y. Which means the Z needs to be brought forward by half the X of the collision shape. Yeah, that username. No need to lie. I was like, butterholic, what the hell? And I was like, oh, there's an on in the buttonaholic. Right. I mean, I guess it could still be but on a whole ick. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, chat. I have lost the plot. That's it. I've just completely lost the plot. A butthole on it. I agree. Preparation H does feel good. On the whole. That's from Austin Powers 2. For anyone that doesn't know. Preparation A through G were complete failures. So we shall call this one Preparation H. Oh god. There's too many good movies out there. I did think of something that I'm adding into my next game as well that's got nothing to do with puzzles or anything. It's just a funny little bit. There's going to be a point where one of the robots goes to start singing, and then one of the other robots is like, no, knock it off. No. Give me a call back to Monty Python's Holy Grail. Actually, out of curiosity, if you were playing a puzzle game which had auditory puzzles, and one of those puzzles was you needing to say something or create a certain noise into your microphone to trigger the puzzle, would that be something you would want? Would that be something you'd play? If there was like, it wouldn't be all the puzzles would be like that. It would be like, you'd have like one or two puzzles that needed that. So I think that'd be interesting for a series of auditory puzzles where you have like, some music playing that maybe in the music there's there's Morse code or something that you need to try and pick out, or you need to try and locate something by, in the dark, navigating using some sort of echo device. And then you have like one or two puzzles where you also use your microphone to do something. Ooh. Have it so that you do echolocation by using your microphone, and what you put, like the noise you put into the microphone, causes an echolocation in the room. So the louder it is in the microphone, the more the echolocation is in the game. Oh, I like that idea. How you doing, Cool Cat? I'm doing fantastic. I'm just doing some small updates here at the moment. Nothing chaotic. But also brainstorming ideas for my next game, because this game will be finished in about 2.5 months. We'll release it on July 24th, and then we'll probably have like 2 weeks of fixing bugs and whatnot until all the bugs are fixed. Yeah. I keep seeing news about the 2 YouTubers who've directed low-budget $1 to $5 million USD, and they're both making major box office gains, specifically Obsession. That's a bad idea. YouTube channel of Curry Baker and Cooper Tomlinson, $1 million budget, turned $220 million box office in the last few weeks. Can't actually remember what you were speaking of to remind me of that. So I think Obsession, The Back Rooms, and what was the one that Markiplier did? Obsession, The Back Rooms, and whichever one Markiplier did. Those ones were basically like, yeah, Hollywood, you're really not needed anymore. Can't remember the name. Iron Lung. Or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, Iron Lung. But yeah, I think in this day and age, Hollywood and AAA game studios are not needed for high quality entertainment. Like high quality digital entertainment. That's not needed anymore. People have proven time and time again that you can have massive hits with a team of like 5 to 40 people. Thanks for contributing to the 24-hour stream anniversary. I'm hoping we hit that because it's been a while since we've done a 24-hour stream. Because yeah, it's not tilted down, it's upright. So if there's no rotation on the Y either. I don't actually need to do any of that. Yeah, see, these here we can't actually determine. I think we need to get rid of that. And we just need to have this plus this. And then we adjust the X and the Z based on if it's rotated on the Y or the X. Because if it's rotated on the X, so it's laying flat, then it needs to be pulled forward half of the Y, which is that. But if it's also rotated on the Y, then it needs to be pulled forward half of the X, which is that. And then if it's also rotated on the Y, it's gone back and that way. So it needs to be moved half the Y on the X. Because the Y is now facing that way instead of up. Thanks for contributing, gamer. We have a generation of YouTube content creators now in a position to produce long-form content, and they know what this generation wants. Yeah. Been watching that bad YouTube channel skits for years and happy what they've done with it. Yeah. RE echolocation, you should check the Voidness game. Yeah, this is the one where you do like the dots, the dot projection stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. What I'm thinking, what was it? There was a game Sninko was working on that was echolocation based. And like, this is cool, but it's got a device there. I was thinking somewhere where you like yell into the microphone or you like say something into the microphone, and depending on how loud what you say into the microphone is, it sends out like a shock wave that then bounces back and gives you like a sonar sort of echolocation look. Yeah. And I'll definitely have something like this that appears, just to have the player go, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then it'll be like the lights will come on at the end, and it'll be like, "Oh, it's just a mannequin." Like, what are you freaking out about? Just put it in there to just mess with the player. That'd be hilarious. But I do think that'd be good. I could make a proof of concept of that by creating a game based entirely around it. Like a 6 month game where it's just like you have to try and navigate the mazes and do combat by doing echolocation. At university in first year, we joined a hackathon and we produced a golf game where the pitch of your voice was the angle of your shot and the volume of your voice was the power. The golf game itself was set up in a similar way to the old 2D game Tanks. Oh my god. What you could do, Curious, you give people a stereo mic like my one. Like if I'm over here, I'm in your left ear more, and if I'm over here, I'm in your right ear more. You could get that sort of thing, and you could use that to determine the angle of the shot. Yeah, so you turn it 3D. you have the up and down angle based on the pitch of your voice. You have the power based on the volume of your voice, and you have the direction based on how, like, where they are relative to the microphone. I could see that being hilarious. Curious. That'd be fantastic. I like this idea though. Oh, this is an idea. I'm gonna make a proof of concept of that. That's gonna be so much fun to do. So I think the great thing about that, doing it as echolocation, is you can't see anything unless you're making sound. And if you make sound, the enemy knows where you are. So you cannot make sound and hopefully avoid the enemy, but you don't know where the enemy is unless you make sound. This is good. Did you see the 2D message after the first one, where he went outside the room to test? But one of them went outside the room to test the system, so he was screaming and the support staff ran in to check he was okay. Okay, that's it. That's good. That's good. That's good. I did not read that message. That's actually hilarious. Also, that's right, down here. So, if it's rotated on the Y, then we do need to shift it. If it's not rotated on the Y, we don't have to shift it on the X. Only if it's rotated on the Y do we need to shift it. If it's rotated, but then do I need this? This is the thing, like, I suppose that's the section size. Yeah, that's the section size. That's putting it in the center of the section, and then we rotate it off. So that's the center of the section. We then rotate it so that it's laying flat, which puts it above the center of the section. And then we rotate it down to the side there. So then we have to move it this way. But we don't have to move it down or up, because it did go up and then over. So now it's down there and that way. So we just need to shift it on the X. We don't have to shift it on the Z. Is that right? Thank you for the follow. I don't do well with visualizing things, so I'm trying to Like if you go, have the center there, box there, you rotate it backwards. It's now there. Then you rotate it that way. It's now there. Because that center bit is the origin. Then you gotta shift it that way to put it there. That should be correct. And then down here, if it's rotated on the Y, or if it's not X rotated, why are we subtracting half the height? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one there. Then we're gonna have this one be, if it's rotated Z, but if it's Y rotated, then we also. So if it's Y rotated, but it's not X rotated, we don't have to do anything. Is that? I don't know if that's right, so I'm gonna run this and I'm gonna see if it's right. What up, Chica? Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna say because there's gonna be a conflict here. Yeah, that was right. Sweet. Lovely. Okay, so these here, I need to scale them down a little bit because they're a bit too big for the box. Alright. That's fine though. That's easy done. Bubble blowers. Scale by 0.8. Scale by 0.9. Scale by 0.85. Let's see what happens. Bam. Now, it's going to be a product bubble blower. Right there. Okay. Make unique. Blower foot bowl. Save as. Blower foot bowl. Perez. Old Bobby. Burstable. Barrel Boy. All right. Now we can see what happens. Hopefully it's all working properly and beautifully, fantastically, with no issues, no overlap. If there is some overlap, we have to scale it down a tiny bit. Those aren't even the new size. Nope. That is incorrect. Yes, override it. Remove all those. It's doing that thing again. It's doing the same thing it was doing last night. All right, I'm gonna save it under a different name. They are both the exact same size. What do you mean? Let's give that a try. Redo it over and over and over and over and over again. Then hopefully... There we go. Much better. That should be a good size change. So, what we'll do... Get this collision shape made smaller. Ads coming in. No, wait, 5 is fine. Then Z. 0.17. The X. All right. Ads coming in. Is Curious still around? That's the big question. That reminds me, I don't think we've done Guess the Game today. We haven't. Let's do it. Oh, that was a crack. I've got a mustache here that's just like hanging off. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, geez, the ads are only just hitting now. What the flippity flops? Flippity flops and terawatts. Hmm. Hmm. This is certainly a battle of a set of brains. Tis some dirty chess. Damn it! Why didn't I just move? Why didn't I just move? All I had to do was move. Literally, all I had to do was just pre-move like 3 or 4 times, and that was it. Didn't realize I was so low on time. The problem is that I did know I was low on time. I was very aware of how low on time I was. And I was still like, nah. I don't need to worry about time. Oh. So silly. So silly. threw that away. Threw that game away, I did. Bold Bubby. Last one. Okay, back into our item data. We reset the meshes. Cool. Now we should have no overlaps or anything like that. Time is horrible. Time is horrible. It is very, very horrible. In terms of chess. In terms of everything else, it's still horrible. It's still just overlapping slightly. What are some ways to get audio data via C++? Oh, doing audio stuff in C++ is gonna fucking suck. Oh, I wonder. Raylib microphone input. Does Raylib have because I know it's got an audio. It's got our audio. But it's got no microphone. Mini audio, it comes a single C file. Interesting. So you can do it with Raylib. That could be fun. That could be fun. I'm gonna tinker with like with a shader that does that. That could be really cool. I'm sorry, that idea I was talking about before, my brain is excited for it. Ow. This is what we're doing. That's a little bit smaller. Works. I gotta resave them all again. Whoops. Barrel boy. Business. All right. These should be perfectly sized now. Do you know about cables, GL? I don't. I'm assuming it's a graphics library, hence the GL. Perfect. That works. All right. What is next on the testing list? Yeah, what's cables GL? Don't let me. Get that reset. Cables is a tool for creating beautiful interactive content with an easy to navigate interface and real-time visuals. It allows for rapid prototyping and fast adjustments. Okay, so it's like a visual scripter. I say, yeah, it's like a visual scripter for shaders. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we now need to test these things, the boxes. Get those tested. Merchandise. So this would be interesting to see if they fit in the box, if they fit in the delivery box, if there's any overlap, and how they stock on these shelves. Because these are the larger items. Okay, so we got the repair a bobble. Oh, of course. Of course. I'm such a fool. Not that. There we are. These ones are going to be very interesting too. What up, Fanny Slam? Who turned you into Pinot? Probably you. Was it a Fanny that thinks they slam? That was forever ago? Ah, right. My bad. My bad. Yay, now I'm orange. Take that, Fanny Slam. Can't change me to yellow. Not for 60 seconds. I'm really happy with how this artwork looks inside the UI here. "60 whole seconds. You ain't got that time." I figured as much. Oh wow, they actually... I can fit 6 in there. And they can rotate a lot further. Sweet. It's calling me out. How dare you? How dare you? You said you didn't have time. Fanny Slam's a liar. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Stocked rotation is going to be high on 2, back a little bit. Somewhere around there. Okay, 6, 1, 1, 3. Yep. You see the Warhammer Marines now have 6 figurines. I have 6 fingers. Six-fingered Space Marine is official art for Warhammer, the Horus Heresy. This kicked up a huge stink with Warhammer 40,000 and Horus Heresy fandom, which is on the whole anti-AI, particularly when it comes to the art. Now, that's the thing. Is this AI generated? Where's the 6th finger? I count 5 there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you hold a gun and the thumb would be on the back? I mean, to me, that's just the thumb there. Now, I can understand it being inaccurate artwork in terms of how to hold a gun. I don't think it's AI. I just think it's an artist that made a mistake. Because if it was AI, there'd be a whole lot of other stuff that's wrong. Not just this specific area with 6 fingers. You know what I mean? It was done by a professional artist that specializes in Warhammer. Yeah, but even professionals slip up and make mistakes every now and then. Like, I don't think it's any reason to lose your mind over. Like, I don't think it's any reason for the community to lose their mind over. I just think that it's a genuine mistake. Maybe they were tired when they were working on that, or they were just trying to get it finished because they had to get it done by a certain time, and they just accidentally did the fight. Like, they accidentally did the thumb incorrectly. Yeah, because you can also see the reason why I think it's a thumb is because these are all going straight this way, and that one's got like that gap in it. It looks like it's that, which is why I think it's the thumb. So that's all I'm saying. It just looks wrong. It looks wrong, yes. But I don't think it's AI. I don't think it's a mistake by the professional that people need to lose their minds over. If people are going to lose their mind over a professional artist making all of this, and they get this little detail here wrong, but everything else is perfectly fine, I think that's a pretty good fucking job. I say well done. If people in the Warhammer community are gonna let that ruin their day, I think you need to go outside a bit more. Spent a bit too long playing Warhammer indoors with no grass touching. That is the stupidest reason to get upset at someone over. I'm so glad I'm not part of the Warhammer community, because I would hate to be associated with people like that. That's was it 4 that I was going for? 6. Yeah. I think it's fine. I don't think there's any issue with it. But people are going to get angry. So... Bobble trap. And then we can do... Where was it? Repair kit. That's what I'm looking for. Now, let's see. This should be good. Oh, thanks for contributing to the community goal too, Fanny Slam and Wixia. We need more people contributing to that, because we need to be at like 14 or 15% by the end of this stream, if we want to remain on target. So come on, y'all. Contribute points to the community goal. No one needs the amount of points that you're hoarding. Alright, now I'm going to have to increase the... Oh, hang on. Just remembered. Deliveries. So here, 12. That can go to... What would it be? $15 a piece. That's 150, 180. Yeah, I can bump you up to 150. 6, 75. $12. Thank you for contributing, Fuzzard. Much appreciated. We will have that 24-hour goal soon. It'll be a good 24-hour stream. You will get to see me go insane. Who doesn't want to see that? Ow. Maybe I will bake bread during that stream. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, baking bread's not difficult. Like plain flour, salt, yeast, water. Knead the dough. Put it aside for 2 hours so it can do the thing. And then I think you fold it a few times, get it into shape, put it in the thingamajig. And then you put it in the tin. And you bake it for 30 minutes. Strong white for me, not my political stance, my flour choice for bread. So I saw that there's a specific type of bread, specific type of flour you can get called it's just called bread flour, and it's specifically for making bread, and it has like more protein or something in it. Or it has more of something in it to like create the gluten strands and stuff that like hold it all together and whatnot. Yeah, it helps build the gluten. You can get the same result with plain flour. You just need to like the dough just has to be kneaded more to create that same level. That's all. Yeah. Repair kit, create a bubble, bubble trap, create a bubble. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, I did have a search for bread flour at the supermarkets where I am. I could only find plain flour. So I was like, all right, I guess if I make my own bread, it's going to be plain flour. Yay. Jeez, the body was rotated quite a bit, wasn't it? Excellent. If I do that... They do overlap slightly. See, this is what's smart about using the same box model. It's the exact same box model. Different texture to give yourself a different product. That's all. Okay. Where's that bobble trap? This one. I think it has to be negative, right? Yeah. Negative pi on 2. Bump you up to negative 1.8. Here we go. This will be good. This will be good. Nice. See how there's writing there, but you can't really make it out? That's perfect. It's going to drive people insane, being like, what does it say? What does it say? And then when people do find out what it says, they're going to be like, what? Why did I waste so much time trying to figure that out? Why? It's stupid. And me having said that is making people in chat right now go, I need to figure out what that says. Even though I said that they're going to be disappointed, it's making people think, I need to know what it says. Why would I be disappointed in finding out what it says? That's the point. Okay. Save that. What's next on our list? I'm noticing that I don't have bobble bricks in here. Oh, now I'm teal. Yay! I like being teal. Teal color is good color. Okay. I need to change my audio. Box rotation is laying flat. It's going 1, 2, 3. I don't know how these are going to fit in a box. Let's see, do we have... We don't have bobble bricks. Bobble bricks? Bobble blocks? Bobble bricks. Bricks. Or brick small. Wide level. 30. That one. Okay. And how much do these cost? $16. $16 a piece. How many in a box? Just 3, isn't it? I think it's just 3. Four and 8. 4 and 8. Medium. So that's 8 by 16. 128. We'll make it 100 unlock cost. And you'll be 50 unlock cost. Bobble bricks. There we go. So we've now got the costumes and the bobble bricks to test. The costumes, I'm just wondering, they already lay flat lengthwise. So I think what we do is instead of going 3 up, I think we do 2 rows. Stocked rotation. We're rotating that way. And I don't think we can do 2. I don't think we can do 2, 3. I think we can probably do 3 columns. Maybe. We'll just have 3 go on each shelf. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Six and 12. If we keep up at this rate, we're going to be ready for release in like a week. We're going to be ready for release with so much time to spare at this rate. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I'll be confused. Might be able to pull the release forward. Costumes. What tricky? Tasty. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Now, they do stick through tiniest bit. Cannot place different items on shelf. Okay. So that tells me there's a problem with the delivery item. There is. You should be costume burstable. Yeah. Hot sauce? No. No. That's rude. Alright. Small can be 4. Nice stuff got going on here. Thank you very much. We've got all of the logic coded at this point. So a lot of what I'm doing is just going through a lot of this item data and just like tweaking values to make things, to like make pricing a bit better, make unlock costs a bit better, correct layouts and positioning of things inside boxes, and yeah. It's all the tedious stuff at this point. 50k. 50k Scoville. Let's crush it. This is what we call tiny, petty, weak hot sauce. We're using Godot. I do have some performance optimizations to do around the rendering side of things, but I know how I'm going to do it. I already know how I'm going to do it. Ow. Yes, Godot. That's the exact one. Is this also co-op? No. I haven't messed with multiplayer stuff before. And this is my first game that I'm putting on Steam. So I don't want to push I don't want to push co-op multiplayer stuff as well. Thanks for the hot sauce, Tricky. Ooh. It's not hot, it just tastes bad. Ugh. I'm pushing and man, networking, syncing, fuck. That's why I needed to see someone else actually having fun doing game dev. That's precisely why I've avoided multiplayer stuff. I don't want to deal with the syncing of stuff. Oh, that's hot. I just like it. Okay, we're past the heat now. So, how much was I selling this one for? This one was $17 a piece. So if we have 8 of them, we'll go for $115. Must be a 2. I envy you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I try to keep it nice. I've currently got a hair of the mustache that's like coming off the side. But you know. It doesn't wanna. Doesn't want to connect back on. Did we? You're still making the face? I'm not making any face. To prove to you that we're past the heat, I will make this face. My mum was right. If you keep pulling silly faces, it's going to get stuck like that. No. That's just a nice way of telling ugly children that they're ugly. $100. This was $13 a piece. We'll set this at 85, which will put you at $42.50. $20 a piece. It's going to be 160, so we'll go 130. Are there any successful 3D games on Steam made with Godot? There are. So if we go to the Godot showcase and go through the different games. So you've got things like Slay the Spire, which is obviously 2D and whatnot. Where are we? Buckshot Roulette. Balls of Torment. I think Buckshot would be the most well-known 3D. I've never heard of this one. But yeah, Buckshot Roulette. That's 3D. There's... No, that's 2D. I know there's... Tokusan Games. So Tokusan Games are making Out of the Ashes, which is a 3D game. And you can find their demo on Steam. So this is a RPG made with Godot. This trailer was pretty old at this point, like very old. But yeah, this demo just came out 21st of April. So yeah, they still have a long way to go. 3 user reviews. Yeah, I mean it's only just come out. So the demo, at least. The demo. This is the biggest, like, this is the biggest 3D game that I've seen someone try to make in Godot. Like, just the size of it, the environment, and the combat and stuff like that. I actually use this Sky 3D day-night cycle tool. I use that for my Sky. Yeah. That's actually how I know about that game. But I think there's some other games as well that are coming out. So Jotson is making the mailroom. So Jotson's making this one. It's like a 3D puzzle game. 3D horror puzzle job simulator thingamajig. Also, 4x4 in a furniture store. This one's being made by Wallaber. Ads are incoming. Another chess game? Sure. This one's being made by Wallaber, and I think he's made it in Godot too. I'm like 99.9% sure that he's making this game in Godot. Yeah. Things like Unity. Nah, I've watched a lot of his streams. Yeah, he's doing a lot of this. He's doing this in Godot, from what I remember. Yeah. That's gone. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's making it in pretty sure he's making it in Godot. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's the Godot editor right there. He's also got that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got that too. That was his side project one. This one was 4x4 in a furniture store. Yeah. Yeah. Making it in Godot. Yeah, give me a chest link there, Curious. What's it doing? Costumes, that's right. We're tweaking all of the monetary values of costumes, weren't we? Unlock costs and stuff. Can't figure this chest invite out. What I can do... There you go. Sent you the challenge, Curious. I think. Yeah, there we go. What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? I have no idea what to do here. This is horrible. It is. It is horrible. I don't like it. No. You know about en passant. Mmm. Yay! The becking clock. Yep, it's always the clock. It's always timeouts. You have seen how many times I have lost to timeouts. I know exactly how annoying it is. It is the worst. So you're 27.50 a piece. $190. 95. Indeed, I have. Thought I had about a minute left. The bastard starts counting from 10 seconds. I have a very generic idle animation when you are concentrating and not moving, like a game character breathing. I do. When I focus, ooh, you would think that I'm a mannequin. Everything else just out of my mind. I don't need to. Don't care about what else is going on. I just thought I'd add our game ratings were around 600 rated. I'm filled with rage. Yeah. Don't worry. I have found that my game rating really depends on who I'm playing. I can play really, really well if I'm playing someone that plays really, really well. But if I'm playing someone that's playing at like an 1100 game, I'll play like a 1300 game. If I'm playing someone that's playing at like a 600, I'll play at like a 500. Like I remember I played the Magnus Carlsen bot, which was like a 2500 rated bot or a 2200 rated bot or something like that. And I played at a 20, like my game was evaluated against that bot as a 2200 rated game. I was like, why can't I play like that in every match? If I could play like that in every match, chess would be my profession. About 3 months ago, when I was playing an hour or so a day, I was around 1200 elo, and I'm barely holding on to 1050. Yeah, I mean, I've never really pursued getting better at chess. I do generally just play whatever moves I can see. I don't tend to plan my moves out that much. Occasionally I'll try to like plan my moves out and whatnot, but most of the times I'll just be like, yeah, I guess I'll move there. That looks okay. That looks fine. It's fine. Don't need to worry about it. It's 3. Yep. 3 and 2. I want to drop those down. Put those down as well. That one. Drop. Drop. I do think once I have some time available, because I'm going to be doing some of this testing and stuff during my 5-hour break in the middle of the day. So when I have some time, we might do some practice shader work, start up like a test project, and try to create some cool shaders. See what we can come up with. My friend's partner is a FIDE International Master, and she's pushing for GM. But it costs a small fortune to play enough over-the-board games. I'd say every quarter she travels to at least 2 European countries for tournaments. Yeah. Yeah. A 2.5-minute ad break on Twitch today. Internet and shitification since around 2000s has been sad to witness. I just don't have the energy after work to focus enough to learn the game. That's fair. That's fair. The way I treat ad breaks, Chaos, I hear a lot of people saying, like, you know, ad breaks are a waste of time and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you can use that time to, you know, go get a glass of water, stretch, stand up, move around, do something, you know, catch up on the news, what's happened, what's going on. Yeah. I like to say the only person that's wasting your time is you. I wonder if I should put in any... I wonder if I should put in logic to allow these these items to be stocked vertically as well. It would probably only be like a day of work. But it means I'd have this set up so you could stack like 12 up, 3 across, 4 up. Yeah. I do wonder. Maybe I will. Also, does anyone here actually like sit down and just watch a stream? Because usually when I've got a stream playing, I'll have it playing as like something on the side while I'm coding or while I'm cooking or doing artwork or playing a game or something like that. You know? And I'll interact here and there while I'm doing stuff. You know? And I do the same thing when it comes to like TV shows or movies or YouTube videos, stuff like that. I'll have them on, but I'll be doing other stuff while they play. Sometimes if it's a game I don't want to play but see, that's fair. That's fair. I could see that. I'll be there like it's a show. I don't know how people do things without background noise. I gotta tell you, there are some days, no background noise, just the best things that I've done are just go to a cafe, sit down, get a coffee, get some breakfast, and just sit there, just sipping the coffee. No music, no nothing. There's ambient noise, but I wouldn't call it background noise. Like it's a different kind of noise. It's so relaxing. Cool, they do fit there. Oh my god. Everyone, jump up, jump up, jump up, and then get down, because it's triple jump games. How are you doing? G'day, you gidunts. What we up to today? Please tell me all about it. I'm just testing all of our products, making sure that they can be placed onto all of our furniture and stuff. For anyone that doesn't know, that's the game we're making, wherever it is located. I don't know where I am in the screen anymore. These are all the products that we've tested so far. Each of these boxes is a different thing that you can buy and sell in the store. Like this here. This here is the burstable Halloween costume. This is the Electro Halloween costume. This is the Fact Checker Halloween costume. This here is the Pretty V Hag Noir DVD. This one here is the Pac-Man plushie. They're just, And you got comics. You got a video game. You got card binders. You got candy dispensers. You got card packs. You got bobble cases. You got bobble boxes. You got bobble stands. You got bobble blowers. You got mugs. You got hot sauce. There's so much different stuff. Making a segmented dragon enemy for the lava biome. A segmented dragon enemy. What do you mean by a segmented dragon enemy? Dragon enemy. I'm pretty sure I said dragum enemy. I don't know. Dangling by my head, I can see the above floor. This damn triple jump has caused major issues. Oh sure, Raiden say something cool. But yeah, we're just testing all that stuff and making sure that it places onto each of these different displays as we expect it to. Yeah. And so far, so good. We've fixed up a bunch of stuff. Now we're on to the last thing, the bobble bricks. Yep. And then we've got posters that we need to test and make sure that we can put the posters around the store, as well as put them on display shelves to sell to customers. Yep. Very unique item, that one. Buy a poster and you can either sell it to customers or put it in your store to attract customers in. Yeah. No other item in the game can do that. It's quite annoying. It was very frustrating to code that. Kind of hoping the placeholder dragon audio is just poor quality raw. Like, raw. Actually, I feel like a dragon raw would be more like, dragon. Dragon, 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 dragon. It's a Pokemon. Just simply raw, no deep voice, just raw. Ah, so like raw. Sorry, I couldn't say it in my normal voice because you said not a deep voice. So I couldn't just go raw because that doesn't meet your requirement. I had to go higher. Yep. Damn this manly voice of mine. Let's see how these go with the box. I should be able to do 4 in a box. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Rich. Oh shit, I didn't save with costumes. Alright. I guess we're ordering the costumes again. I'm also thinking for my next game, because 2 of the 3 characters the players interact with are robots, I'm going to have their voices be like TTS style voices. So I'll just like use a TTS to like convert text to speech stuff and save the audio file out. Then I can do that for different languages. And I can also then set it up so that if the player, like I can do some stuff where it's like, you know, if the player wants to feel more comfortable around them, they can like have the voice change to be a different style voice. Okay, yeah, these are way too big. These are way too big. I need to scale those down by about 0.75. I need to scale them down by 0.75. Alright. Let's do it. I think that'll give it a nice robot effect if we do it that way for the voices. Yeah, that's a better size, I reckon. Then there we go. I like it. That should fit perfectly now. Yeah. Needs to be 3 across, not forward. This is great. 2 days and we've tested every product in the game with every display in the game. Yeah, nice. I can probably put 6 across there, actually. Do 3 and 2. Easy. Easy. Done. Look at that. How freaking great. Math is awesome. Win. Frickin' win. Now, there is one thing that I want to tweak. One tiny little teeny weeny thing. And it's the plushies. I feel the plushies look too much. So if we go like Lushy the Pac-Man. So like I feel here it looks good, but in game when you're viewing it from like back here, it doesn't look as good with the lighting in the game. So I think what we need to do with this drop that down to 0.15. Change this to a 2048. Have the color ramp. A bit lighter. Let's see how they look now. That'll hopefully be a lot better visually. Does it look like a fuzzy plushy toy? Does it give that effect? I feel like it does. I feel like it does give that fluffy, fuzzy effect. Wonder though. I do wonder. We find that plushy material. That's right. We set it to 0.2. See what that looks like. Maybe a little bit less. That might be better. I think at the moment it's just got too much. Yeah, it's got too much fuzzy look. I think that looks better. Maybe it needs to be less. Who if it's just 0.01? I wonder how bad that's gonna look. You can't even see anything. Okay. So 0.01. Not what we want. Maybe 0.05. Okay. Looks like a little fuzzy little guy. Yeah. I think I'm good with that. That little bit of lighting on the ambient occlusion makes it, that noise on the ambient occlusion makes it appear, like it's a fabric, like it's got those like tiny hills and valleys that are all over the surface. Like it. All products tested on shelves except posters. Test posters tomorrow. Lovely. We are storming through this. I love it. We're getting so much done. We're crushing everything. This is, there's gonna be plenty of issues when it comes to the NPC and employee behavior trees. I guarantee there's gonna be a bunch of issues that I'm yet to find with those. Those are gonna be where we spend like 2 weeks fixing stuff, I reckon. But yeah, I think tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to get the posters tested, make sure that we can place those around the store correctly, make sure they display with the correct values, like the correct images and such. Make sure we can put them on the shelves as well, so that they can be sold to customers. And then I'm going to do some fixes for navigation maps, for the navigation meshes. And then we can move on to testing customers and employees with a store full of products. Make sure that customers are able to take each of the different items off the shelves. Make sure NPCs or employees are able to restock the shelves correctly, playing the correct animations and stuff like that. I am loving it. Loving all of it. Let's go. Here we go, say hi to this boy. Let's see. Let's go see this boy. Here is the raid message for today. It's "G'day, you good boy." G'day, you good boy. I love it. All right, yeah. So much progress today. I love it. And we even came up with an awesome puzzle idea for our next game, which I'm so looking forward to that. Oh, I'm looking forward to tinkering with that. That's going to be fantastic. Ha ha ha. Indeed, gamer. You know that I'm a comedy genius. Glad to see my comedy genius being appreciated. I'll see you all in 10 hours and 20 minutes back here to keep crushing these bugs. All right? Have a good one, you good dunce. Now, watch me just disappear.